Welcome to the Wall Street Systems video training program. Today we're going to learn how to dispatch an inbound load on PCS Express. Once you have finished booking a load, the next step is to dispatch it. Drivers will get a digital paperwork via PCS Mobile Express app. Using the app will allow drivers to post check calls, update load status, attach documents images to a load, and dispatch payroll is more accurate. You can access to your loads using any of the manager tools. For example, we can look up a load using a specific load number from the search dispatch or the dispatch manager. You can also use any of these fields to search for a load. You can open the load by double-clicking on the load details, then click this icon. Or you can use the right-click and select Dispatch Load. A new window will appear. The dispatch screen will show you the revenue, accessorial revenue, and profitability of the load. You will dispatch a load by clicking the New Actions button, Create Dispatch, Assign Driver or Carrier. When you assign a driver to a load, make sure the dates are correct. Insert the date when the load is going to be moved. Enter unit number to choose a driver. If the driver's name and/or truck number doesn't appear on the list, please contact the safety department. Then enter the paid code, round, meaning that the same driver is pulling and dropping, or vice versa, a chassis and container. Or split, which is one driver pulling a piece of equipment and another driver dropping the same equipment. Enter the pay source, usually standard. Type of pay rate for the load, and any additional notes. To send the dispatch to the driver's PCS Express mobile app, you will click the envelope icon and select Mobile Express. A message window will pop up. You can add any additional message and then click Send. Click Save on the dispatch assignment and it will bring you back to the dispatch summary screen. There, you will be able to pay the fuel surcharge to the driver by right-clicking the fuel charge and select Paid Driver. Enter the load date and the total rate assigned, then click Save. Once a dispatch has been set up for a driver, the load status changed from booked to assigned. When you open up the load again and you click the load sheet option under Print, it will display details about the load dispatched, including customer information, stops, driver or carrier assigned to the load, and flat pay for the load. Note that the revenue, direction, and stop notes can be hidden prior to printing. You can also save the new default for future loads report. You will see updates of the loads in this area. As the driver sends updates of the load, they will be posted here. It will show the pickup and delivery dates and times as part of the load activity. To terminate the load, you must make sure that the driver has completed the load and has uploaded all the required documents images to the load. You can look up for all the images here. Please make sure you have uploaded the work order, bill of lading, delivery receipt, and interchanges. Once you have finished entering all the information on the dispatch assignment screen, you can exit out to save the dispatch until the driver has picked up the load. Or if the driver has already picked up the load, you will click the pickup button from the dispatch assignment screen to tell the system the load is moving. After clicking the pickup button, a notification will pop up. On this screen, the container and chassis number will automatically fill out. So will the date. You can click the check mark icon to populate the current date and time. You will need to fill out time in and out, commodity, weight, pieces, and seal. Click Pickup. Once you close out of that, you will notice that the load status has changed to moving. Dropping a load. From the dispatch assignment, you can also use the drop load functionality. There are two ways to drop a load in PCS. The first way is used when you are responsible for the drop and the pull. It must be done this way in order to keep the equipment in inventory and tracked properly. Also, to make sure the load doesn't fall off of your dispatch manager screen until the load is completed. From the dispatch assignment window, click on the drop button in the upper left corner. Once you click the drop button, another window will pop up. Here you will enter the date, times, and drop location, then click drop. This will change the status of the load to dropped, and you will see the load in the dispatch manager screen highlighted in 10. The next step will be pulling the dropped container back to the port or rail. To do this, you will go back to the load and go to the dispatch summary screen. Then you will click the New Actions button, Pull Empty, Assign Driver. There, you will fill out all the information required to pick up and arrive the equipment. Enter date, location, unit driver, payment information and notes. Then save it. If the driver is ready to pick up the container, then you will open the dispatch assignment window and click the pickup button in the upper left corner. Then fill equipment numbers, date, and any information pertaining to this container. Then click pickup. The load status will change back to moving. Arriving the load. Once the driver has arrived to the pool, the last action will be arriving and terminating the load. Open the dispatch summary and click the Arrive button. A new window will open. There you will update the dates and hours. You can use the check marks to populate current dates and times. Click Arrive and a new window will pop up to confirm if you want to terminate the load and/or chassis. Now this load is ready for processing by the settlement department. Loads that do not have an arrived status cannot be processed for settlement and drivers cannot be paid. The second way to do a drop is if you are only responsible for the load until it is dropped off at the consignee. For this, you will use the Arrive button found in the dispatch summary screen. Here you will click on the Arrive button to drop and terminate the container. The Arrive load screen comes up. Update all the information for the delivery date and time. Click the Arrive button, then click Yes to save the screen contents, update the dispatch record status to finished, and update the load record status to arrived, meaning that the load is terminated and ready to be reviewed for billing. It is very important to upload or scan images of documents pertaining to a load. If any documents are missing, the billing department will get in touch with you and the payment process will be put on hold until we receive these images. Follow the same procedure for every load that the driver is dispatched for every week, and the dispatch pay will be issued to the drivers as soon as the loads are invoiced. For additional help on PCS, click this icon, press the F1 key on your keyboard, or feel free to give us a call and we can schedule a more detailed training session on PCS Express. Thank you for joining us today for the PCS tutorial on how to dispatch, update, and terminate an inbound load.